Hey guys, how's it going? First of all, wishing you and your family a very happy Diwali. In this video, I'm going to talk about something to do with selling skills. And this is coming from my hands-on experience of closing clients who paid me 7 lakh rupees upfront in India, not internationally. Then clients who paid me 15 lakh rupees upfront in India, not internationally. And at the same time, declining requests of a couple of people who were willing to pay me 10 lakh rupees upfront in India, not internationally. Now, just so you know also, just to set the tone right, on a side note, I want to tell you that people that I declined to work with, it's not that I did not help them. I still did because they spent some time with me and I respect and value people's time. So I create a go-to-market strategy for them, a document, and I give it away to them, telling them that, hey, I can't help you. I feel if you do this, not that, then I can help you. But most of the times people are not flexible. So I humbly decline the request of working with them, but still help them, right? So this is coming from my hands-on experience. और आज के वीडियो में मैं यही बताऊंगा, अगर आप फ्रीलांसर हो, एजेंसी ओनर हो, या फिर आप अपनी किसी या basically whatever you do in life, you're selling yourself, right? Whether as an agency owner or as a freelancer, as a movie director, as an actor, you are going for a job interview, whatever you are doing, you're selling yourself. So today I'm going to talk about selling skills, and this is coming from the angle of not, hey, you should lead with questions like when you're on sales call, not that kind of a typical selling skill based video. This is more about what it actually takes. What is the actual reason why people are failing to sell and grow in their business or their life, and that's what I'm going to talk about. And my intention is to share something out of my hands-on experience of selling, closing different clients in different industries, making them pay me such a huge amount of money upfront in India. And so आज उसी experience से कुछ 2-4 चीजें share करूँगा. Now, in case you are listening to me for the first time, that I want you to know that my name is Rohan Sapra. I run an advertising agency by the name of Impact XL. Why Impact XL? Was the reason behind such a name? Because I want to create an extra large impact. That's it. And that's why Impact XL. Now, just so you know, we currently manage 2 to 2.5 lakh in weekly ad spend, primarily on Facebook ads itself, nothing else. And that's pretty much what I do. So in case if this interests you, then please continue watching or listening, and this video is surely going to help you. So let's talk about selling skills. Now, the first thing is the confidence. The reason why people fail to sell themselves, because ultimately, whether you're selling an offer or you're selling a product or you're selling whatever you're selling, you are ultimately selling yourself. And the reason why people struggle to sell themselves is because people fail to sell themselves is the reason why they fail to ask for a higher price, or I'll say not higher price, the price they actually deserve. And especially in the freelancing and agency space, I think people undervalue, in India especially, people undervalue freelancers and agency owners, and they really treat them like dirt. And this is what I do not appreciate. And my heart goes out to those freelancers and agency owners who really are struggling to charge more, and they are like, वो slaves बन चुके हैं, उनके 5 bosses हैं. तो मैं इसके against हूँ. So आज let me first tell you why. The reason is because there is a lack of confidence and lack of conviction. And the reason why there is lack of confidence is because they have a lack of ability to make something work. And the reason why they have the lack of ability, which means you can say lack of skills, but I would not say lack of skills. You could say lack of skills. And the reason is because they have not implemented things hands-on. And that is the reason why people fail to have the confidence and conviction to ask X amount of money. And they just keep hopping from one course to another, one book to another, trying to learn a selling framework. But a selling framework does not help. What helps is logicality and practicality. How much confidence you are in what you do. So, and not what you know. Okay, pay attention to what I'm saying. How much confidence you are in what you do, not what you know. That is the difference. And sometimes I feel people start to get high on information, and they are seeking information from all over the place. Different books पढ़ते हैं, different लोगों को जाके सुनते हैं, podcast सुनते हैं, etc. कोर्सेज बाय करते हैं, कोचिंग प्रोग्राम बाय करते हैं, और सब उनसे बात करो एक सब्जेक्ट के बारे में तो उनको सब चीजें पता होती हैं. 10 चीजें बताएंगे, 15 चीजें बताएंगे. ऐसी कोई चीजें नहीं है जो आपको पता है और उनको नहीं पता. इनफैक्ट ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि उनको आपसे ज्यादा पता है. और आपको कम पता है. So information में वो अपना एक इंफॉर्मेशन से वो एडिक्ट हो जाते हैं, नॉलेज से एडिक्ट हो जाते हैं. तो सिर्फ वो एक ही चीज करते हैं और वो होती है नॉलेज सीख करना, इंफॉर्मेशन सीख करना. बट गेस व्हाट, knowledge is not power, knowledge is potential power, execution is the real power. Now you make, if 10 people know everything from A to Z about something and you make all those 10 people execute that information that they know, I promise you only 1 out of those 10 people are going to be able to execute what they know. Because execution is completely different than information, and this is what brings me to the second important point, why people struggle to sell. It's one is confidence, which I told you, which is because of lack of implementing things because they have not done it. And the second thing, reason why people fail to sell and ask for higher prices or close at a higher ticket or sell themselves in job interviews or whatever to close a, get a gig or whatever, pick up a gig or whatever. The second reason is they just have information. They don't have the experience of the executing that same information. So you know how something is done, but you have not personally done it. So you don't really know what it takes to implement something and start it and then finish it the way you want to. Like for example, मुझे ये पता है कि मुझे इस information से, जैसे मुझे एक skill थी मैंने सीखी to achieve X, right? So I learned something. Now I learned it, so I know how to achieve it. But how to execute that information is very very different. कभी आप ड्राइंग करने की कोशिश करो, ठीक है, आपने स्केच करना सीखा, बेसिक सीख लिया, आपने देखा यार एक सामने मेरी ड्राइंग रखी और एक कागज उठाया और उस पर स्केच करना शुरू कर दिया. ड्रॉ पहले सीखा और फिर स्केच करना शुरू कर दिया. मैं गारंटी दे सकता हूं कि आप जब स्केच करना पहली बार शुरू करोगे तो आपको पता तो है कि आपको कौन सा स्ट्रोक मारना है, कैसे करना है, कौन सी पेंसिल यूज करनी है, एक्सेट्रा, कौन से कलर यूज करना है, किस तरह से करना है, ये सब पता तो है. लेकिन जब करने पे आओगे ना तो वो होगा नहीं, और ड्राइंग जब फाइनल पीस बन के निकलेगा वो कुछ और ही होगा. तो आपके जो माइंड में इमेजिनेशन है वो आप पूरे तरह से अपने पेपर पे उतार नहीं पाओगे. और उसका रीजन क्या है? Because you have not experienced the execution of the information that you know. So the second point that I'm trying to make here is that do not seek information only, but try to seek how you can execute the information that you have, because that is the needle mover, that is the differentiator, and that's why. And as a result, what will happen? When you start executing the information, you start building up your portfolio, you start building up your hands-on experience, and as a result, now your CV, your resume, your experience, your portfolio speaks for itself, which means it starts to speak for itself, and your work speaks for itself, and you don't really have to tell people how great you are at what you do, because people can see it, because your work starts to speak. And as a result of that, you start to become more confident, which was the first point that I was talking about today, why people fail to sell. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, which are these two things. That one is confidence कम होता है लोगों में, इसलिए वो बेच नहीं पाते अपनी सर्विसेज, अपने प्रोडक्ट्स. और सेकंड इज क्योंकि वो इंफॉर्मेशन पे ही हाई होते हैं, वो एग्जीक्यूट कर ही नहीं रहे बिकॉज वो पता नहीं किसी चीज से डरते हैं. तो अगर आप भी ऐसे इंसान हो जो एग्जीक्यूशन से डर रहा है, तो यू हैव टू फेस योर फियर्स, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली द थिंग दैट यू आर करंटली अवॉइडिंग इज द थिंग दैट्स गोना हेल्प यू अचीव व्हाट यू ट्रूली वांट टू अचीव, help you fulfill your dreams, make your family proud, make a lot of money, and buy whatever you want to from that money, right? Or grow your business, build a team. वो सब चीजें उन्हीं चीजों के उस तरफ खड़ी हैं जिन चीजों का आप अवॉइड कर रहे हो. और ये सच है जो आप जानते हो, बट आपको अपने आप को देख के शीशे में ये बात माननी पड़ेगी. For example, I have nothing to do with fitness, right? Of course, fitness is a part of my life, but I'm not a fitness coach, and I'm not a fitness, what do you say, an expert, right? But I still work on my fitness, and I'm 37 years old today. And the reason why I do that is not, hey, because I want to flex my abs or I want to flex my biceps. No. The reason why I do it is so that I can be the best at what I do. I can feel good about myself. And as a result of that, it just reflects in my business, in my team. And the way I feel is the way our business operates. It's because of what I feel about myself, which means if I work out, if I look good, I feel confident. And when I feel confident, my team feels confident because I am confident. So it's so much interrelated with each other that people often overlook this fact of how much important it is to work on yourself and not just the information you know. Because I'll tell you one thing, don't think about taking all the 10 steps that you have to take. Think about one step at a time, and just just be one step ahead. Let me repeat, just be one step ahead. अगर आपको एक पॉइंट से X से Y तक जाना है और X से Y तक जाने की जर्नी बहुत लंबी है, तो आपको वो सारे 10-15 स्टेप्स लेने की जरूरत नहीं है और उसके बारे में सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है एक ही टाइम पे. आपको सिर्फ वन स्टेप अहेड के बारे में सोचना है और उसके लिए जो भी करना जरूरी है वो ही करना है. This is a very different mentality, because when you do that, you will start to execute the information you know, because all that you have is all that you need. And once you start to execute the information you already know or you have with you, the knowledge you have with you, you'll start to become at implementing things, and you'll realize that half of the bookish knowledge is just bookish because it's mostly perspective. It's just a perspective. जो किसी के लिए कुछ काम किया, उसने कुछ आगे शेयर कर दिया, तो वो उसका पर्सपेक्टिव है. गलत सही नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, कुछ गलत सही नहीं होता, वो भी एक पर्सपेक्टिव है. बट किसी ने कुछ अपनी चीज एक शेयर कर दी एक बुक में, एक फ्रेमवर्क में, एक नॉलेज से, तो वो काम करता है, पर वो आप किस तरह से उसको एग्जीक्यूट करोगे, आपको वो सूट करता है नहीं करता, वो आपको एग्जीक्यूट करके ही पता चलेगा. एंड दैट्स व्हाट ब्रिंग्स मी टू दिस इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ऑफ सेलिंग स्किल्स, व्हिच इज दैट व्हेन पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू tackle objections or give rebuttals to people during the sales calls, when they are selling a service, not a product, when they're selling a service, they're not able to handle those objections. Why? Because when somebody has a question and they're asking, hey, why should I work with you? They're not able to convince people with their answer, and the reason is because they don't even realize the pain the other person is going through, or why somebody would even want to solve that problem. They would not understand that why. And the reason is because they have not executed things themselves. That is the reason. I did not want to make this video to come here and tell you, hey, just, learn this framework and become a master closer. No, it doesn't matter. You can just pick up whatever framework you like. But ultimately, I'll tell you, for the longest time, as far as I can recall, मैंने कोई framework follow ही नहीं करा है selling का. मैं सिर्फ, when people come to me, they already know me, and they have seen my work somewhere in there. They vibe with me, they connect with me, and then they ask me questions about the service that I have, deliverables that I give, I will offer, and then they ask me, we discuss about the price, and that's it. And then I ask about, most of the times I'm asking about their business, why they do what they do, what is their vision, what is their goal. And I straightforwardly tell them that, hey, this is what I can help you with, this is what I can't help you with. If you're okay to work with me, just come on, just work with me. But at the same time, I'll tell you, मैंने लोगों को, ऐसे लोग भी हुए जिनको मैंने महीने का 50,000 भी कोट किया है on a monthly basis, and then they just vanished, right? And ये सिर्फ मैंने एक डॉक्यूमेंट करने के लिए ही चीजें करी है, because I have an inner circle as well, and I don't want to make this content promoting my inner circle, but there is no other way for me to prove what I'm saying. So here you go. And the reason why is because I want to show people that पता ही चल जाता है कि कौन, who is really serious to work with you and who is not, and you don't want to just waste your time. You should be okay to wait for the most serious prospect who is willing to work and spend some money, and then just go, because लोग क्लोज रेट के बारे में बहुत बात करते हैं ना. मैंने इतने कॉल्स करे और उनसे उतने लोगों को क्लोज किया. क्लोज रेट इस चीज पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, इस पे भी तो डिपेंड करता है ना, वो भी तो एक वेरिएबल है कि कितनी क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रॉस्पेक्ट कैसा है. तो अगर आप सही क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रॉस्पेक्ट के साथ कॉल पे जाओगे, राइट, सो चांसेस है कि आपको क्लोज रेट हाई होगा. अब हो सकता है आपका कॉस्ट पर लीड, कॉस्ट पर बुक कॉल, वो सब हाई हो, लेकिन you choose what matters more to you. So what I wanted to tell you today in this video is ultimately this, that people don't realize that selling is not difficult, because ultimately in a service business, people are buying you. That's pretty much it, what you can do, and as much of evidence you can provide to support what are the claims you're making, the bigger you will get. And sooner or later, people will find out whatever claims you're making in your marketing and your advertising for whatever service you're selling. So it's better that you don't say what you don't do, and you say only what you do. And you can exaggerate on things, on the different exaggeration style of marketing, that hey, you don't pay and shit like that, because the reality is nothing is true, because ultimately it's just a hoax, right? And you know it, and even I know it. So it's not like you don't pay will work or something. You have to understand, देखो जो कर सकते हो वो बोलो यार. अगर इतना ही कॉन्फिडेंस होता है ना, तो सीधी बात करो कि ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, ये मैं नहीं कर सकता. जैसे मैंने लोगों को ये तक बोला है कि मैंने आपकी इंडस्ट्री में कभी काम नहीं किया है, लेकिन मैं कर सकता हूँ, मैं इतना चार्ज करता हूँ, आपसे मैं इतना चार्ज करूंगा, एंड बट मैं लगता है मुझे मैं कर सकता हूँ. सो हम पहले मैं 1 महीने का आपको ट्रायल दूंगा, और अगर आपको कुछ रिजल्ट्स दिखे तो हम काम करेंगे. बिकॉज यार मुझे सिर्फ पैसे की बात नहीं है, पैसा इज गोना कम, इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द मनी, इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट हाउ आई एम अर्निंग दैट मनी. एंड समटाइम्स, और मेरे साथ ऐसा भी हुआ है कि एक क्लाइंट ऐसे भी थे, तो मैं सारी सिर्फ ये नहीं बताऊंगा कि अरे अच्छी चीजें सुनो, मैं बुरी चीजें भी बताता हूँ. ये भी हुआ है मेरे साथ कि हमने किसी क्लाइंट के साथ काम किया, ठीक है, वो क्लाइंट हमारे साथ आया, उस भाई साहब जी क्लाइंट ने काम मेहनत करी, कुछ रिजल्ट्स आए उनको, और फिर वो क्लाइंट नेगेटिव माइंडसेट में चले गए. नाम नहीं लूंगा उनका, बिकॉज आई रिस्पेक्ट पीपल्स प्राइवेसी एंड आई डोंट वांट टू पुल एनीबडी डाउन, जस्ट शेयरिंग दिस एज एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ माइंड सो दैट आई कैन शेयर एंड पास ऑन दिस लेसन टू यू. सो उनके साथ काम किया, उनको रिजल्ट्स नहीं आए, एंड देन सडनली ही स्टार्टेड टू प्ले द ब्लेम गेम, एंड आई कुड सी that these are not the characteristics of a champion. This is not a champion mentality. This is a loser mentality. And I immediately decided that I want to terminate this contract and I don't want to work with this client anymore. And simple reason is because I don't want to work with talented people only. I want to work with people who are talented, but at the same time better human beings. Like they have a champion mentality, a champion mindset. Like these are the people I want to work with. सो मैंने ये सब देखा, उसके बाद वो मुझे ही बैकफायर कर गया, एंड देन दिस ही स्टार्टेड टू प्ले द ब्लेम गेम, दैट ये नहीं होना, अच्छा मैं आपने तो ये बोला था, ये प्रॉमिस किया था. देन फिर मैंने खुद ही उनको बताया कि क्या बोल रहे हो. देन ही स्टार्टेड टू रियलाइज, एंड लाइक सी वी कांट वर्क. ये भी किया मैंने ये भी किया है कि मेरे बहुत पहले एक इनर सर्कल होता था जिसका मैं 2 लाख चार्ज करता था 6 महीने का. सो आई एम टेलिंग द ट्रू स्टोरी. एंड वहां पे एक बार एक मेंबर ज्वाइन इन किया, उसको ज्वाइन इन करे हुए 20 दिन 25 दिन हुए थे, and then he showed me some personality colors that I did not appreciate and like, and then I just gave the money back, and I said sorry, I can't mentor you and I can't coach you, more power to you, wish you all the best, whatever I've been able to teach you in the last 20 days or so, I hope this helps, but I can't help you. And I refunded the money, and मैंने बोल दिया कि मैं हेल्प नहीं कर सकता. और ये सब ऑफ कोर्स मेरे पास सब डॉक्यूमेंटेड, ऑफ कोर्स ईमेल्स पे है, वापस पैसे दिए तो उसके स्क्रीनशॉट्स हैं. अब मैं ये वीडियो उसके लिए बनाता ही नहीं हूँ जो इंसान अपने सींग खड़े कर लेता है और वो एंटीना लगा लेता है सर पे और सोचता है अरे ये तो कोई बोल सकता है. तो भाई मत सुनो ना मुझे, सिंपल बात है, मत सुनो. क्यों सुन रहे हो, टाइम मत वेस्ट करो. बट और मुझे किसी को कुछ प्रूव नहीं करने की जरूरत, मुझे पता है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, राइट. सो बट आज इस वीडियो से एक ही बॉटम लाइन मैसेज है, और वो ये है आपके लिए कि इफ यू स्ट्रगल टू सेल, द रियलिटी इज, द रीजन इज maybe you're not good enough yet, or maybe and the reality why you are not good enough yet is maybe because you are a little early right now. And ये चीजें ना, ये reality है जिससे भागते रहते हैं ना लोग. So my message to you to master sales or master selling is be the person you must become in order to just sell effortlessly. कोई फ्रेमवर्क मैटर नहीं करता. फिर फ्रेमवर्क सिर्फ इस चीज के लिए होता है कि किस फ्लो से मुझे कॉल को लीड करना है, बस दैट्स इट. अल्टीमेटली तो पता ही है ना कि आपको क्या करते. तो सेल व्हाट यू रियली डू, डोंट सेल व्हाट यू डोंट डू, बिकॉज एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट यू विल फील अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट एंड यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू सेल एवर. दैट्स व्हाट आई वांटेड टू टेल यू टुडे. Pretty long rant. Wishing you and your family a happy Diwali again. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.